Hello, my beautiful friends. Welcome in. Thank you so much for being here. Today's reading is a fun one. We're going to be looking at how would a tarot reader describe you. So the idea is if somebody were to get a tarot reading and ask about you, these are the kinds of qualities, traits, personality characteristics that might come through, maybe your gifts, your talents, your abilities. We'll see what comes through the cards and share that with you. A fun exercise to see how you might be kind of perceived in the spirit world. So looking forward to sharing this with you. You have 3 piles to choose from here. Pile 1 is the Breathe card. Pile 2 is Message in a Bottle. Pile 3 is A Leg Up. Timestamps are in the description box below. Please click ahead to your chosen reading and I will see you in your group. Hello, Pile 1. Welcome to your reading. This is how a tarot reader would describe you. So the way I'm going to do your reading today is a little bit different. I'm going to draw from each of these 3 decks here. We've got the Mystical Moments Tarot, the Psychic Tarot, and the Work Your Light Oracle cards. And I'll be drawing from each of these decks to look at what comes through in terms of what a tarot reader might say about you, characteristics, traits, talents, abilities, that kind of thing. And we'll also get an oracle card too for a little additional information. But before we start drawing the cards, let's talk about the card that you were drawn to in the intro. This is the Breathe card. A lot of beautiful energy coming off of this card. I'm getting a lot of spiritual energy from this card. You may be somebody who has a lot of spiritual practices. Maybe you do yoga or meditation, for example. Maybe you spend a lot of time sort of communing with spirit, possibly. I'm also, the number on this card is 29. So that number may be relevant to you. I'm also noticing it looks like there's a crystal in the background. Maybe you have a crystal collection or you really enjoy gemstones. There's also this beautiful, lotus flower, very spiritual card, very peaceful card here. So I think cultivating inner peace is very important for you here with the Breathe card. Also getting a lot of feminine energy from this card. So, regardless of your gender, there is, a beautiful balance of this sort of softness, this feminine energy that's coming through here. So beautiful card, my Pile 1s. Let's take a look at some of the tarot decks here and see what a tarot reader might say about you. So I'm just going to draw 6 cards here and see. The first card out is the Page of Swords. This card always makes me think of somebody that's very curious, somebody that likes information, they like to know things. There's a lot of enthusiasm with this card too. You are really a curious learner. Maybe you read a lot, study a lot. Maybe you are a student. That's going to be possible for some of you. Let's see what else comes through here. We also have the 9 of Pentacles. So again, I'm getting this sense of beauty being very important. Maybe you have a beauty routine, a skincare routine, or maybe even an exercise routine. I think you really enjoy being beautiful, taking care of your body, seeing the beauty in nature here. You may be somebody who eats very healthy here. I'm getting with this cornucopia kind of on the top of her head here. A lot of beauty. I think you really enjoy beautiful things, enjoy nature, enjoy animals. So let's see what else comes out for you here. We also have the 6 of Pentacles. And to me, this is always a card of friendship. I think you have some wonderful friends. You enjoy talking to your friends. You enjoy conversations. You like to share openly here. You may have a child as well, I'm hearing for some of you. You kind of get that sense of maybe a mother talking to one of her children here. So a lot of friendship, talking, relating, maybe relationships are very important for you here. Let's see what else Spirit would like to say about what a tarot reader might share with someone else regarding you and who you are and what your likes and preferences are. Okay, here we have the Two of Pentacles here. So, maybe you take a lot of time to decide things here with the Two of Pentacles coming out like this. This is often a card of things up in the air. It's interesting, both of these characters are kind of on stacks of things or kind of in an elevated position. You may hold an elevated position. Maybe, you like to, for example, take the high road in some circumstances. If other people are acting in ways that aren't very skillful, I think you're somebody that is, you're going to not be put off by it. You're still going to maintain your integrity and your dignity here with the Two of Pentacles and the Page of Swords coming out this way. So really beautiful. This has a lot of dignified energy too with the Breathe card, somebody holding that beautiful posture, that erect posture, really listening to their inner guidance. That would be a way that a tarot reader would describe you as well. I'm going to get some additional information now from the cards. How would a tarot reader describe you? Oh, we had two cards come out, so let's take a look at those. We have the Judgment card, the Judgment, and also the Ace of Wands. Another beautiful card of, enthusiasm and having great ideas. And I feel like there's some connection here with the Page of Swords, like being very curious. There's another book pictured here. Books may be very important to you. Again, you may be a student, but knowledge is very important to you. Information is important to you. With the Judgment card too, here I'm getting, you may be somebody who enjoys music. You may be somebody who, I'm hearing singing, speaking out, using your voice in some way here with the Judgment card, potentially. You may be somebody who works in some kind of broadcast medium. So however, you get your word out or your message out or even just your image out. Maybe you are a model in some way, I'm hearing for some of you. So yeah, a lot coming through there. So very interesting. These are all things a tarot reader might say about you. I'm going to draw also a few cards here from the Psychic Tarot deck. Maybe we can get a different angle here. What a tarot reader might say about you. So do comment below if some of these attributes are true for you. I'd be very curious to know if some of these hit home and do indeed describe you or your situation or your approach to life. Be very curious to know. All right. Seeing a couple cards coming out here. We have, it says rest and rejuvenate. Yeah, and I'm getting you're somebody who doesn't, there's a lot of calmness to your reading. This Nine of Pentacles, somebody who very calmly, enjoys things around her. Somebody that likes reading and knowledge and information. So, I'm not getting a lot of action cards here. So you may be somebody who does like to meditate, for example, or spend time alone, or spend time in nature, just kind of communing with the plants and the animals, perhaps, or forest bathing, something of that nature. A lot of beautiful kind of restful, contemplative energy in your reading. We also have the Authority card here, and that's really interesting because we have these two elevated figures here. We have this Authority card, and look at, you've got two fours as well. That's fascinating. But I'm getting with this elevation and the authority, you may hold some kind of a leadership position. I was getting kind of an older person and a younger person here. So maybe you're a parent, for example, or a teacher, perhaps. Maybe these kind of book vibes I was getting are more teacher vibes. You might be a teacher. Somebody else in a position of authority somehow. We did have that kind of broadcast message coming through. So you may be somebody that people turn to in some way. Maybe you're a writer or somebody who, has some kind of message that they share with the world on a regular basis. Even if you're a model, you're somebody whose image is projected out into the world. So there is this sense of, kind of having an elevated position in society, whether that's being a parent or some kind of professional capacity here. I think people really do look up to you. Again, that's coming out with those elevated cards. Let's draw another card for you. My voice is going a little bit here. Interesting that the 2 4s. Let's see. How else might a tarot reader describe you? We got a couple more cards coming out here. All right, let's see. I was only going to take one more, but we've got 3 more, so let's look at them. We have Destiny, number 10, Destiny. So you may feel very tied to your destiny here, maybe with the work you do. You may feel like you were always meant to do this kind of work. You may feel like you have kind of a mission here in life. There's something, that you're meant to do, and maybe you're on the path to doing that thing. It isn't just life, I think, for you doesn't feel random. It feels very purposeful. You may be somebody who really feels that you have a purpose here. Beautiful card, the Destiny card, especially next to Authority here. I think whatever this elevated position is that you hold, it's very much part of you becoming who you were meant to be in this life. And we have 2 more cards here. Let's take a look at these. Material Harvest. So you may, again, we've got this, I think this is the exact same cards in each of these decks here, Material Harvest 9 and the 9 of Pentacles here. So again, you may be somebody who has quite a bit of abundance available to you, or if you don't currently have quite a bit of abundance, I think you're able to really appreciate everything that you do have. You're somebody who's very naturally abundant. You know what the good things are in life, and I think you seek those out and you appreciate them. You're not somebody who overlooks all of the beautiful blessings that are available to us. You're somebody who has, access to those blessings, who enjoys those blessings, who feels gratitude for those blessings. So really lovely card here with Material Harvest. And then finally, we have the Positive Movement Forward card. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I'm not sure where your life is at currently. If maybe you're a student or a teacher, there may be some change in your life that you're kind of looking forward to. With this Positive Movement Forward card coming out in your reading, I do see you moving ahead and things getting better for you. I think you have a really beautiful, solid foundation of perhaps spiritual practices, physical practices. I think you're somebody who engages in a lot of regular self-care. You really nurture yourself, and I think you really have a beautiful ability to nurture others as well. So things will be getting better for you here, as we see in this card. And these are all things that a tarot reader would share about you. If someone were to ask, what is going on with this person in a tarot reading. Finally, to close out your reading, I'm going to take one or more cards, however many cards wish to come out here from the Work Your Light Oracle. Let's see what we get. Oh, we got 2 cards. All right. And the first card says the Age of Light. The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. The Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. And look we have this Destiny card. Wow. I mean, those are very much in sync, those 2 cards. You've been training for this for lifetimes, and Destiny. I do really think you came to life to fulfill a very particular purpose. And maybe with this 2 of Pentacles, you felt a little unsure in the past, or maybe even currently, what this destiny is, or what your true path is. But I think as you move forward, if you aren't already feeling that you have a very specific purpose here in life, I think you're very much going to become into tune with that, with both of these cards coming out in your reading here. So the tarot reader would certainly share that you have, a very particular destiny and a very particular mission here on Earth, and it's very important that you align with it. And I think you are on the path of aligning with it here, especially with this positive movement forward card coming out. And then finally, the last card that came out for you, we have the Priestess card. It says, how are you being called to step up and lead? How are you being called to step up and lead? And wow, this card and the Authority card, I mean, these two cards are really just repeating these major arcana that came out for you. So you definitely do have a leadership material about you. And within you, you are meant to lead, meant to kind of be at the top of your field in some respect. You may be working towards that at the present time, or you may already be enjoying some degree of success here with the Priestess card. But I think you're deeply intuitive. We have a lot of cards here suggesting, spiritual practices, tuning within. I think you get a lot of beautiful information. Perhaps this card looks like there's some kind of download happening. So you get, a lot of support from the spirit realms about, what you need to do and how you can do it, and how you can understand yourself and assist others as well. So really, I really sense a real mission here with you, Pile 1. Definitely a mission for you in this life. And I think, part of your life's journey is to get in sync with what this mission is. So that is the reading that I have for you, Pile 1. That is what a tarot reader would say about you if someone were to get a tarot reading and ask about you. So I hope you found this helpful. Again, please comment down below if this did resonate with you, if some of these things are true for you. I'd be very curious to know. If you'd like a personal reading, feel free to click my Buy Me a Coffee link. Personal readings are available to book through the Buy Me a Coffee site. And if you haven't yet subscribed, I invite you to do that. It's absolutely free. Thank you so much for tuning in for this reading. I look forward to reading for you again. I wish you a beautiful day full of light, love, and boundless blessings. And I will see you in the next reading. Thank you. Hello, my beautiful Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. This is your message about what a tarot reader would say about you. I'm really excited to do your reading today. Your spirit team has already been throwing things around my table, so I know that they're here, and I think they're eager to get your message to you. And it's interesting because the card that you were drawn to is the Message in a Bottle card. So it's all about signs, synchronicities, communication. You yourself may be somebody who's very tuned in to the signs and signals of the universe. Maybe you have some special signs that you like to look out for, or maybe things that are meaningful to you. I just heard birds, so maybe some of you have a bird that when you see it, maybe you think of someone in particular, or something along those lines. You're very tuned in, I think, to signs, signals, and communication. This is also a very positive card. It typically indicates good news, favorable announcements, favorable information that's coming to you. So very lovely and positive in that way. You may be somebody who works in communication, perhaps in some way. Maybe you're, a writer, a speaker, a broadcaster, a content creator, something of those types where you offer your communication skills to the world in some capacity. That may be true for some of you. But how I'm going to do your reading today, we're going to draw from each of these 3 decks here. This is the Mystical Moments Tarot. We'll be drawing cards to look at what a tarot reader might say about you. We'll be getting additional information here from the Psychic Tarot. And then I'll also draw an oracle card or 2 extra. We'll see how many cards come out here from the Work Your Light Oracle deck to kind of complete the reading, fill out the reading, as it were. All right, so let's get started. I know your spirit guides are present here and eager to speak with you about what a tarot reader might say about you. So if somebody were coming to a tarot reader and asking about you, what are the kinds of things that would come out? Let's take a look and see what would happen. This is often a good indicator for kind of how you're seen in the spirit world or how the spirit world would communicate about you. So it can be just an interesting lens with which to look at ourselves. All right, pile 2. What would a tarot reader say about pile 2? Here we have the Hierophant, beautiful. So maybe you're somebody that enjoys learning, somebody who is very curious about the world. We also have the Seven of Swords. Seven of Swords. So you may be somebody who kind of keeps things close to your chest. When I first drew this message in a bottle card, I thought, somebody, the message is, it's inside the bottle. It's kind of surrounded by protection. So you may be somebody who feels a little self-protective. I'm hearing that's a possibility for you. We also have the Six of Wands for you. Oh, this has such beautiful energy, this card, my pile 2. So what I'm seeing for you, a tarot reader would say about you that, you're often very successful in what you put your mind to. So if you have a goal, you work steadily towards it. And, you don't give up. You're not the kind of person to give up easily. You persist with things. You have a lot of determination, a lot of beautiful foresight here, I'm hearing. And with the message in a bottle, that's about, looking for signs, signals, confirmation that we're on the right path. And with the Six of Swords card here, that's certainly another indication that you are on the right path. All things a tarot reader would say about you. I'm seeing this card here. We have the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles. I always think of a bit of a higher perspective with this card. So you may be somebody who, likes to kind of consider things from different angles. You take the higher perspective, but this is also somebody who's, really conscious of their harvest. What are they creating? What blessings do they have working for them in their life? Somebody who's, very mindful of their resources, and, somebody who's really able to sort of harvest the fruits of life, the fruits of their labor. Again, I'm getting this sense of some dedication here. Let's see what else a tarot reader might say about you. Oh, that is going to be way too many. Let's try that again. Now, the cards are very... are you an active person? There's a lot of activity going on in the table. Like, do you have a lot of energy, maybe? As I said, things were, my microphone was jumping around on the table. Just a lot of energy going on in your reading here today, my beautiful pile 2s. Here we have it. And we have the Four of Swords. As I say energy, I get the card of rest. So, maybe you're somebody that does need a lot of rest, maybe because you have a lot of energy. It's interesting, I'm noticing, the white feather here, and we've got this white bird here. So I don't know if feathers are a message for you, perhaps. Oh, wow. And that one sprang out as well. A lot of springiness in your reading today, pile 2. We have the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Swords. So, wow, you are an intelligent person. That is for sure with the Ace of Swords. I see here someone very discerning, somebody with a lot of intelligence, somebody, that holds the key to particular problems or situations. Again, with the Hierophant here, I'm getting that sense of learning. So maybe you're involved in academia somehow, either as a student or a professor, or somehow working in an educational setting. That is coming through in your cards, my pile 2. But I get that you're a very intelligent person, and this indicates like a lot of willpower, a lot of beautiful ideas coming to you as well. Very Very nice spread here, my pile twos. So I'm going to get some information now from the Psychic Tarot card. What would a tarot reader say about you? Very interesting card so far. All right, we've got two coming out here. It's a spiritual union, spiritual union. So perhaps you are someone, again, I'm getting a sense of being very connected with spirit here. That's also true with the Hierophant as well. I think you feel very connected to the other realms in some respect. That certainly would synchronize here with the message in a bottle card. So I think you're somebody very in tune with spirit, very in tune with the other realms. And then we have this beautiful harmony card as well. So two cards of partnership here. That's really fascinating. So maybe you're somebody who's in a partnership, perhaps. You really enjoy a loving relationship. This could be friendships or romantic relationships as well, of course. It could be even family relationships. But I'm seeing, some romantic partnerships here. Also partnerships with spirit. Relationships are very important to you. And I think you put a lot of energy and thought and care into your relationships here. Beautiful cards. If you're not currently in a relationship, I do see that as perhaps something that you're desiring here with this message in a bottle card. This is often a symbol of hope. As legend has it, people would put a message in a bottle when they were shipwrecked and, send it out onto the water to be found so that they might be rescued. So maybe you're feeling desirous of having a partnership in your life. And I think with this card coming through, I think it's a very positive sign that that will indeed happen for you if that's something that you're desiring. I'm going to draw another of the Psychic Tarot cards here. I'm being told to take one more pull. Oh, there it is. Whoa, jumping out. We have the Trapped in Fear card. Okay. So you may indeed be fearing that you won't have another union. Maybe you've had a union and lost it, and maybe you're afraid that you won't enter into a union again. That's a possibility. This is certainly a card of kind of releasing the fear, letting that go. It just doesn't feel like the right place for this card. So I'm going to put these, let's see here. I'm going to put this one in the middle. I'll put that one here and that one here, because I think you may be working through some of these fears and doubts here with Message in a Bottle, that sense of, wanting to have hope, wanting to look forward to a bright future. And I think you're working through some of these fears to release yourself. Maybe you're working with spirit at this time to sort of clear out some of those fears and denser energies so that you can be more in tune with spirit, so that you can create more peace and harmony in your life and in your relationships with others. And, maybe draw in a spiritual equal here with the Harmony card next to Spiritual Union. All right. And then finally, my pile two, let's look at what a tarot reader might say about you using the oracle cards from the Work Your Light Oracle deck. We had several come out here. Okay, we got a lot of information for you. I'm going to take it all. It looks like 4 or 5 cards here, but we'll take them all because they all came out. We've got Soul Family, call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. And I do see this sense of like coming into communion with others in these cards as well. So, a tarot reader might say that you're somebody who is calling in other souls that you would like to be with. We've got the 2 hands here and the 2 hands here. I think you're very much looking to enter into some kind of communion or partnership with others. That is something a tarot reader would say about you. We also have the beautiful Protection card. It says, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. Call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. Yes, and with this trapped in fear card, I'm getting the sense that you are working through, some of these denser energies, these fears and doubts, I think, and calling back your power in that respect. We also have the Anna, Grandmother of Jesus card. It says, seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. Seeding the light, laying foundations, divine plan. Yes, there's a lot of divinity in your reading here with the spiritual union, the message in a bottle, even the white feather on this Four of Swords card. I'm getting the sense that, you are kind of looking for the signs and symbols to make sure that your life is on track, to make sure that you are following your divine path in life. So, keep working with those signs, symbols, and communications from the universe. You're somebody who's very tuned into those. And I think, they will guide you and lead you here with the Anna, Grandmother of Jesus card coming out for you. A tarot reader might also mention the Pleiadian collection here. It says, double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Channeling and uplifting humanity. So you may identify as a starseed, perhaps a member of the Pleiadian collective, or perhaps you have the qualities of the Pleiadians, which are compassion, love, kindness, and you're here to uplift humanity. So that is something a tarot reader would mention for you, that you have a mission here on Earth. You are here to uplift humanity, to bring forth some of these beautiful communications here with the indication of channeling. So, I think as you communicate in whatever way you do, whether it's, writing or speaking or some other medium, you are kind of channeling these beautiful messages in that are meant to uplift humanity. And then finally, dance with life. It says, do something to change your energy. So again, I think you are somebody who is aware that, there are some challenges in life here with the you had that Seven of Swords and the Trapped in Fear card. I think you are working with the denser energies here on Earth, and you are somebody who knows that it's important to kind of, I want to say mix up, scramble up that energy so that you can get into these higher vibrational states. And maybe one of the ways that you do this is through dance. I do see you as somebody who enjoys movement, who enjoys their body, tuning into their body, moving their body, expressing things in a very, expressing things through the body, whether that's using your voice or your limbs in a dance, or however you do that. I think you do have the beautiful ability to kind of work with the energies of life through your physical vessel, and movement may be one of the ways that you do that. So that is what a tarot reader would say about you, my beautiful pile twos. Really interesting reading. It's been fascinating working with this energy. It's very active energy. Like I said, things were jumping around on the table. The cards were springing out of the deck. It was really active. So that might describe kind of your energy level. You might be somebody who feels a lot of action and activity. So, blessings to you, my beautiful pile two. I wish you a wonderful day full of light, love, and boundless blessings, and I will see you in the next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile three. Welcome to your reading. Let's take a look at what a tarot reader would say about you today. So the way I'm going to do your reading, I'm going to draw from each of these decks here. This is the Mystical Moments Tarot deck, the Psychic Tarot deck, and the Work Your Light Oracle cards. We're going to be drawing from all of these decks to kind of see the qualities and characteristics that come out for what a tarot reader might say about you. And let's take a closer look too at the card that you chose in the intro. The card that you were drawn to is the A Leg Up card. And this card has the number 34. That number may mean something to you. Or the number 7, if you add those together. Doesn't have to, but possibly meaningful for you. With this card, I'm getting a sense of help, asking for help, interdependence, kind of working with other people. You may have been somebody who has gone it alone for quite a period of time. Maybe you feel a bit alone, and it's maybe difficult for you to ask for help for some of you watching this. But I'm getting that that is soon about to change, and the tarot reader would be explaining that, you're moving away from a time of independence into a new phase of interdependence. So I think that people that you can count on, people that will assist you, people that will help you get where you need to go, are going to be coming into your life here with the A Leg Up card. And you'll be receiving the help that you need and that you desire with a leg up. I think a new time of working with others, feeling that you can trust others, getting assistance from others is ushering in for you here with this card. So let's begin by drawing from the Mystical Moments Tarot card here to find out what a tarot reader might say about you. So the idea is that if someone were getting a tarot reading and asking, what is up with you, this person, this pile 3 person, here is what they might say about you. So let's see what the cards want to tell us. Seeing this one, we have the Two of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. I see here with this card, this tells me that maybe you're somebody who juggles a lot. Getting with this A Leg Up card, maybe you take on a lot of responsibilities, or you simply have a lot of responsibilities and you need to sort of keep the plate spinning, as they say. So you may feel very busy. You may feel like you have a lot on your shoulders. It may feel quite impossible to you at times to kind of keep everything running smoothly. So I think, you're somebody who really manages quite a lot here, is what the tarot reader would say about you. I've got 2 more cards coming out for you. One is the 8 of Wands. Are you somebody that likes to travel? I'm hearing with this 8 of Wands card. Maybe you like to be on the go. That's another thing that's coming out. You like to be on the go. You like to be active. You like to be busy. You like maybe a lot of movement and communication in your life. And with this beautiful Knight of Cups card too, I think you're also quite a sincere person here. You have a lot of love in your heart. You have a lot of love to give. You want to make a contribution to the world, to those around you. A lot of beautiful sincerity, love. You may feel things very deeply here with the Knight of Cups card. So, these responsibilities that you take them on from a very good place with this Knight of Cups card. You take them on because you want to assist others, because you want to do good in the world, because you want to help ease the path perhaps for other people. So I see you as a very giving soul, my pile 3s. Let's see what other qualities come through that a tarot reader might say about you here. Oh, and we've got, the Devil card in reverse. So the reverse is a good position for it. Are you somebody who has had to maybe let go of, maybe some habits that weren't serving you? Maybe you've had some habits in the past that were not working in your favor, and you've let those go. Maybe you're somebody who's overcome a lot of obstacles. This might be what is driving you here. Maybe you've been in past situations. The example that I'm hearing is, maybe you were somebody who grew up without a lot of money at your disposal, and so you've had to work very hard to sort of overcome that. But maybe this has led to a state of over independence, maybe not feeling like you can trust others, and so maybe you've had to kind of go it alone. So I do sense that this is changing here with this Leg Up card, but that is a common scenario. Often if we feel that we've had to overcome a difficult situation, we adopt a pattern of behavior that helps us get out of that difficulty. But there will often come a point at which we need to change the pattern and balance it out. And I think that might be exactly kind of where you are finding yourself at the present time. Here, my pile 3, and that is what a tarot reader would share about you. Let's continue to get some more information. That one was just calling me that it wanted to come out. Oh, and we've got this beautiful Ace of Cups, and you've got the Knight of Cups here. You just have the loveliest heart, pile 3. I just see somebody with a beautiful, loving nature. I see somebody who's very sincere, who's very compassionate, I think. I think maybe you've had to overcome some difficulties in life, and that has, caused you to, you really understand people, you understand how they feel, you have a lot of compassion for others and kindness. You have a lot of beautiful warmth to share here with the Ace of Cups. This would certainly be how a tarot reader describes you, pile 3. Really lovely, lovely, lovely souls drawn to this group in pile 3. So I also, in terms of the future, I think you're going to be aligning with some of these lovely energies. I think because you are such a lovely person, with this deep, loving heart, and that you feel things, very deeply and very passionately, I think that is going to help usher in some of this beautiful assistance that's coming for you, so that you can, you can just have some help in your world. You can co-create with people and let go of the feeling of having to do everything yourself. That can be very difficult. Oh, this card was calling to me. We've got the Six of Wands. So very beautiful. Yeah, victorious card here with the Six of Wands. This is the card of success, the card of things working out. And again, do you see this relationship? She's sort of offering this flower with nectar to the hummingbird. So they're kind of working together. The hummingbird is giving her a ride, and she's giving the hummingbird some beautiful nourishment. So I think you're going to be having relationships come into your life where you're going to be able to sort of share resources, share strengths and abilities, and you're going to be able to serve one another in a way that I think is going to be very beautiful and very nurturing. I think you're going to really love these new relationships that are coming into your life, or maybe it's a single relationship. It's not really saying the nature or the number of relationships here. It could be a community here with all of the little birds I'm seeing, but that won't be for everyone. Also, the numerous butterflies here. So this could be entering into a community where you feel very well supported, moving to a community where you feel very well supported here, or simply sort of making more connections in your life where you feel like things are mutually beneficial and you can positively affect one another. All right, I'm now going to turn to the Psychic Tarot here to get some more information about what a tarot reader might say about you. My pile 3s here. All right, we have the Balance card. Oh, and did you see how that came out in reverse? But these cards, I don't take reversals on these cards, so we'll call it Balance. But you might, because that came out in reverse, maybe there is sort of an imbalance going on in your life right now where you're doing too much alone. And I do see this being balanced out here with the Balance card coming. This also tells me, you're a very giving soul. And I think you will be sort of striking a balance with your giving nature. You may be somebody who has perhaps given, over given, if that's a word. And you're going to be finding more balance with this so that you can also receive more in your life as well, my pile 3s. But beautiful card, the card of healing. So I think you're going to be healing from, whatever has kind of caused this pattern to go out of balance. You yourself may be a very healing kind of soul and a healing presence for other people as well. Let's get another card for you. All right, we've got 2 more cards here, and we have Sacral Chakra. So this is this is the seat of creativity in our energetic bodies here, the sacral chakra. It's the place of fertility, the place of creativity. So you may be somebody who is very creative or enjoys being very creative. You may be drawing in a creative community, for example, here, where you can all benefit one another in terms of creating kind of a beautiful life that you want to create. A lot about creativity with this card. And then very similarly here, we got the fertility card for you as well. So I think you are somebody who has the potential to create a lot of beauty and abundance and loving, positive relationships, mutually supportive relationships in life. I think you do have a lot of, just a real innate desire to support others and give to others. And, I think you doing that in a very balanced way so that you're also sort of receiving as much as you put out is definitely kind of what's indicated for you here in these cards. And will you look at the numbers here? We've got kind of 1, 1, 2, and 3. So some beautiful balance coming in your cards here. We've got the balance card as well. But again, I do see this balancing out of whatever period of independence, over independence, even, really feeling kind of alone, that maybe you haven't had enough assistance. I do see that balancing out for you so that you're able to trust others, receive more, enter into a state of interdependence with other people, so that you can feel the creativity of life more fully. Finally, I'm going to draw for you from the Work Your Light Oracle deck. Let's see what other information a tarot reader might say about you. Pile 3, what they would share about you, your situation, who you are, what you believe. Let's see what we get here. Oh, there we go. We got 2 cards. So the first one we have is Akasha. It says, your guidance is divinely guided. Your guidance is divinely guided. So you may be somebody who provides guidance to others, maybe through your example. I'm thinking of these difficulties that you have overcome. You may be able to guide others who find themselves in a similar kind of situation or experiencing similar kinds of difficulties. So I think, whatever it is you have had to overcome in life, I think you're going to be able to share your experience in a way that will positively affect others and positively inspire others too, so they may free themselves. And then we have leap. It says, you go first. The universe will catch you. You go first. The universe will catch you. So you may be desiring to make some kind of leap in your life. This is confirmation from Spirit that it is currently a good time to do this here with the leap card coming out. This is certainly something a tarot card reader would share about you, that you're at a point in your life where you're looking to make some kind of leap, maybe a leap of faith of some kind. And maybe this beautiful leap of faith is what is going to guide you to whatever community or partnership will mutually support you. But that is certainly something a tarot reader would share about you, is that you're at this particular pivot point in your life at the present time. So that is the reading that I have about you, pile 3. That is what a tarot reader would share about you. I hope you found this entertaining. I hope you found it resonant, that it applied to you and your life. Do comment down below and let me know if you found any of this to resonate with you and where you're at right now. I'd love to hear about it. Thank you so much for being here. I wish you a beautiful day full of light, love, and boundless blessings, and I will see you in the next reading. Thank you.